Hey guys, so today I'm doing a bit of a spring barn routine. So this is kind of my day during the weekends or when I'm off college, because when I'm at college obviously I'm not at home and I can't ride. So yeah, I go down in the morning and I feed Indy, because when I'm at home I keep her in the stable. It's just a lot easier than when she's like across the road in the other field. So yeah, she gets a good bit of hay because it's like winter time and I like to keep them nice and fat, and then she has something to do all day as well, so she's not bored when she's in the stable. So here I'm just bringing it to her and spilling hay everywhere, as you do. And when I finish haying her, I go up and I get Welbeck. She's back up around the house in the field behind there, and yeah, see her big baby face. And I bring her in then. She doesn't get hayed in the morning. All the horses in the fields get hayed in the evening time only, because like they have grass during the night, so it's not too bad. So then I got all my stuff ready, so my saddle, bridle, my grooming kit and the boots. So the bridle I use is just a normal snaffle. It's a French link snaffle with a bit of copper. Welbeck loves the copper bits, so I try to get a bit with that, and she really does like it. And then that's my grooming kit, which is very dirty and completely broken. So now I get Welbeck out and I groom her and take off her rug and everything. She's always very dirty because she's in the field, but she loves being out. I could never really keep her in. I'd feel so bad. I'm going to do like a full kind of grooming routine and exactly what I do, and for shows as well, so stay tuned for that. This is just very quick, and my camera actually cut out when I'd only done like a bit of her, so sorry about that. And in the tack room I have this box where I keep my hat and then my good coolers and my boots. My boots and chaps are just like kind of very old, very dirty, just for home. And I only use my long boots for shows to keep them nice. And there's Welbeck all ready to go, and I'm just doing a bit of jumping today. I'm going to make a whole video about jumping exercises, and this is one of them, so yeah, subscribe if you want to see that. So when I'm done, I untack her. She's pretty sweaty because she worked really hard. And I use this kind of sponge in a brush thing to when it's kind of cold. If it's too cold to hose her, I'll use this instead, because then I'm not like getting her completely soaked, and I can just sponge off the sweaty areas. And then I stick the cooler on her and I'll put her in the stable to dry while I'm running Indy. And then by the time I finish running Indy, it's time for her to go out. So now I'm going to get Indy. I have all her tack there. On this day I was lunging Indy, so that's why I don't have my hat or anything. And I use these running draw reins when I'm lunging her, just to, it's helped her really settle in her mouth, and it makes her a lot happier to accept the bit than when I'm riding her, so it's actually worked really, really well. It's the exact same thing basically to what I use when I'm in my breaking a horse video, but in that video I use twine so that if the horse panics or anything, it just completely snaps really, really easily. But obviously Indy kind of knows the job and she's not going to panic or anything, so that's why I use the actual proper lunging aid that you buy. So that's her all ready to go. I was really fancy with my matching polos, which are from Mackie, Ireland. So yeah, she looks all fancy. And I'm doing a lot of lunging with trot poles, and it's really, really helped develop her muscles over her back and hind end, and it's made such a difference. I'm so happy. So when I'm done that, she's very sweaty because it's really, really hard work for her to do those trotting pulls. So I hose her off. So I usually hose them if it's not too cold. Then I stick the cooler on her for her to dry. So I'm not putting her normal rug on her and getting it all wet. And then I'm bringing Welbeck back up to her field, and it's around this time I usually get lunch, and then I do the rest of my day and all that. So then in the evening when I'm feeding them, this is Indie Sweden getting ready. I give her a scoop of beet pulp. She gets a scoop of Red Mills 12% mix and also a scoop of stud cubes. So during the winter we really try and keep the weight on them because it is very easy for them to lose weight. So that's why she gets a good bit of feed. And she also gets some carron oil. It's really good for their coat and to keep digestion going and all that. And oil is really good in their feed, so I like to give them a bit of that. And I shake it all up and spill a load of it. So then I get her hay for the evening as well. Again, just the same, she gets a nice bit of hay so she's eating all through the night and isn't bored. And I put Indie in the other stable while I'm putting her feed in and her putting her hay in and mucking her out. So I'm mucking out now. And we use shavings in our stables, not straw. It's kind of just personal preference, I suppose. I way prefer shavings. I find it a lot easier to clean out. And we also have rubber matting in our stables, so that's why we don't need a super thick bed of shavings. And I'm just sweeping it all back and cleaning it up so it's nice and neat. Don't even know why, seeing she walks into it and tramples it around like 5 seconds later, but anyway. And there's her stable all clean and tidy and her feed and hay in for the evening. And now I'm just putting her back in her stable. Well, she's kind of putting herself back in her stable. She knows where the feed is. So next I'm doing the feed for the other horses. So it's Fiona, Cal and Welbeck. You can see there, Fiona gets a scoop and a half of beet pulp. And then Cal gets half a scoop of beet pulp and Welbeck gets the remaining bit, which is usually around a scoop of beet pulp. And then they get the same mix and stud cubes as before. And then Welbeck also gets this powder, which is a hoof supplement, just to help her hooves grow a bit better. And Welbeck and Fiona both get the carron oil. And they also get hay, but I didn't film that. And there's my dog's head, just looking at me there. So that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Here's just Welbeck eating her feed, very happy. If you like these kind of videos, then please let me know. I have a good few videos planned now, so hopefully I'll get them up in the next few weeks. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!